Welcome everybody to another episode of our Let's Play here in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. This is your friendly slime here, Dallas, on episode 550 of our Let's Play. And if you're new here, we do world tours every 50 episodes and world download. So if you want to have this world, it'll be in the description. Hopefully it works, because the bigger my world gets, the more issues I have putting out the world download. But I get some people to help me now, which is really nice. Now, just to let you know right off the bat, I have so much to cover in this world. So this will most likely be split up into 2 or 3 different parts, because I am going to edit this. I'm going to edit out the quiet moments, but I also don't want the video to be an hour and a half long. I want to have small segments of like 40 to 50 minutes. So without further ado, do I tour it in RTX or no? Probably not. Maybe certain areas I will, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it off for my main house here. Another thing I've been contemplating is, do I even tour this part of my house anymore? Oh, classic Minecraft music. I just want to tour this world with you without editing in music. Just everything classic Minecraft. But like I said, I've already showed this house in every world tour, which is like 10 different world tours. Okay, I'll just do it this time. Maybe I'll change it up. Episode 600. This is my big green house. I made this back in 2014. I get new subs, so I might as well treat it like you've never been here before. But yes, 2014 on my phone, Minecraft Pocket Edition. I played on Pocket Edition for what? Like up until episode 157 or somewhere around there. Then we finally switched to my Lenovo Y700 laptop, and then recently we upgraded again, and that's why I can experience RTX now. We are now using a Lenovo Legion 5, and it is phenomenal, by the way. Whoa, what the? Let's get things started. These are my first place chests in this world. Can you believe that? And the items in there are still original. I stopped taking stuff out of this at the point where I started building my house. As you can see, I was about to build this whole place out of these colors while I was deciding. And I landed on green, as you can tell. But yeah, this stuff has been in here forever. I'm very nostalgic, so I like leaving stuff like this. I believe this crafting table's been here for a while too. Not that that matters, but it matters to me. But this is my homestead. As you can see, to build this place, we go out to my mesa, gather terracotta, and I've even built a cactus farm within my house. And I used to do it like this, where you just walk up and gather cactus like I just did, but it used to have a hopper system, and there's a huge chest system down below that collects it all, but it's all so full now, so I blocked it off. We have not built on the house for a while. We've been off doing bigger and better things in my world, so it feels pretty stagnant here. I gotta get things moving on. What am I doing? I'm just standing. What the heck? Enderman. Okay, but anyway, I mainly built here, as many of you may know, because we used to have a zombie farm down here, and I wanted to make them come up and die in my house. But this is like the mud room. Now, this world tour, I'm not gonna go into super detail because I have too much to cover. But yeah, this was like the first room I've made in this world, and then we just started expanding the house all willy-nilly, every direction, up, down, left, right. And this is like the main hub of my house. I love this area. This is where I always go when I just want to be at home. But yeah, what do we got in here? We got an emergency armor equipper. I actually use this quite a bit when I die. So run in here, get a sword. I still have iron in here? I need to replace that with diamond or something, or even netherite. I have lots of netherites now. We got a trash dump here. It used to be the cobble dump, but now I literally just throw trash in here and it goes down into the sewers. We'll show that later. Here's Pablo Jr. Oh, gosh. At this point, it's hard to explain, but my first dog in this world was Pablo. Then I found a random mysterious dog, bred that with another dog, so this could possibly be in the bloodline of Pablo, the infamous dog, Block of Lies. You want to hear the story of this? Because I tell it all the time. I was building my house one day. Then I placed that. I'm like, wait, that's not terracotta. It's a block of lies. But here's a gold shelf. If you remember, in Pocket Edition, we used to have to build our Nether reactor. That is annoying, sir. And it would like form this weird structure, as you know, the Nether reactor or mess, which is actually right there on this old map. We'll go visit that later, but I used to save up gold here because you'd have to use 4 gold blocks to make it. Oh, I don't have my paintings pack on. There we go. There's a dragon. There's some paperwork. These are like the only things I change in my resource packs. I also have a solar system moon phase. But let's head this way. This leads to my still used workshop, one of the oldest rooms in my world. This is where I come to build, repair, retire, everything I use and wear in this world. So up here, there's a lot of old stuff up here. Actually, look at my sword, the katana. I was thinking about repairing it, but I want to reach 100 levels again, just for some reason. We got a bunch of old tools in here that they're all on their like last legs. They need like 33 levels to repair, and then they get taken to the museum because I don't break tools in this world. But yeah, that's the handy dandy workshop. We head across this sky bridge here, and this leads to a rail. I'm not even gonna say new section. This has been here for a while, but new compared to the rest of the house. This leads into my giant storage room. And I just love this place. It's been through a few iterations, but I landed on this design where it looks like the walls are just stacked high with shelves, and when I need to throw something in here, I heard Bob, I just throw it in here. Got a bunch of good stuff in here, actually, like from end trips. Here's my armor display areas. These are the main armor pieces I use. This is my last armor I was wearing, but as you can see, we've recently messed around with armor trim, so I made some new ones. Got nether gear, explosives gear. Walk over this way. This is my nether hub portal room. This will just take you, obviously, to the nether. Nothing too fancy. Got a staircase that goes outside right here. And then, yeah, put a ladder right here. This leads up to the map room. And then this is, if you're new here, we have been working heavily up here. This is the new city I am making. Here's a lab, of course. Here's a custom biome, the wasteland. Here's my sunflower plains. This is the house, of course. I can't tell if that music is too loud. That's why I don't really turn on music in-game anymore, because post-production, I usually just put my own music. But yeah, here's that sunflower plains. As you can see, there's our chapel. We got a giant observatory here, and below the observatory is my actual sugarcane tower. This thing, I'm not around home a whole lot, so it's getting pretty empty. I use this mainly for my firework rockets. I need to build one of these at the city, actually. We can't head out here yet. I got so much to show in the house. Let's head up here. Here is a really old project wall. Oh, wow. House room projects, day-night jingle, the study room. Man, I could get rid of a lot of this. I need to just update it. How about that, Dallas? Stop hanging on so much. Update stuff. Here's a really big room. It's mainly for looks. Nothing really done in here. This leads to our really old storage room. As you can see, if we head out here, got some more decorations. But it says storage room number 1. It was mainly double chests, but I was experiencing a lot of lag in my world, so... Well, actually, no. I just wanted to expand my storage room. This wasn't the lag part yet. But yeah, we moved it way up here. So if we go up these, this is one of the newest sections of my house. It's my, like, conservatory. It's not very useful because I mainly just have flowers in here. It's mainly for looks, but I really enjoy it nonetheless. Where else we can go? We can go up here. This actually leads to our storage room, but in between the storage room and the conservatory, we have like my hangout spot with my master bed. We have a little potion set up here. We can do some brewing, which I have never done there. Got my thinking chair. I literally come here and think. What's this? We got some stuff you can't see. Then we go up this staircase. This leads to the new storage room. This was all double chests, actually, but that's when I realized it was causing a lot of lag because each chest is like an entity in the world. These are not, however, so I went through and renovated the whole thing. Now we have tons of storage space. As you can see, we still have a lot open too for future iterations of the game, adding new stuff. But yeah, I really like this. We got double story too, so we just got lots of space now. This beautiful chandelier I like. Let's go back down to the hub of the house. You know what though? I don't have to rush anything because I'm gonna make like 2 to 3 video parts of this. I'm dividing my world up into different areas. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take my time. Let's go out here real quick. If we take a look here, there's a tube. It's just a tube. No, I have a big spawning platform underground, like 4 pads in the dark that used to spawn mobs, and eventually they would walk off the pads and get washed up this system. And I wanted it to go through my house because I thought it looked cool, but it would bring them over here and then drop them right here. And this was going to be a source of just supplies because we didn't have XP at the time. This was back in Pocket Edition. It kind of worked, but then eventually I made this big monstrous thing up here, which is a random square. That's our new and actually still being used mob spawner. So I turned this into a fish tank later down the line. So we got, do I still have fish in there? Yeah, I do. Yeah, just a big old fish tank in my house. This room, oh God, how did I do that? This room below my workshop is a big smelting room, as you can see. I also have a furnace up there that you can use to just dump supplies into this. But yeah, we just got blast furnaces. This was an old XP furnace. It never worked. I want to see if it still works, but usually you would smelt stuff, and then when you got it out of this chest, it would give you the XP. But I stopped messing with that. Right here, we got an old egg farm. Chickens used to float up here. You had signs right here, and then the eggs would fall down, and then just walk past this and collect them. But over the time, it stopped working, so that's just a really old thing. Here's the survival lab. I explain this all the time, but I'll like I said, I'm going to explain everything new again. This is a old series I had in Pocket Edition. This place was made out of stone brick. You can type in probably DallasMet65 Survival Lab and it'll probably show up, maybe. But I liked the design for it so much that I recreated it here, but this is so outdated now. I just want to renovate this thing so badly. But I also don't because it's just so old school looking. But this is where I store most of my potions. I have a huge potion machine underground in my, I guess, like mechanical part underground, and it sends all the potions I make down there up to this chest. So yeah, down here we just got some nice little, this is actually where I come to get my nether wart. I don't have any other farms, which is pretty surprising. Out here we got a little garden. This is pretty old. Looks nice though. What else? We got anything down here? Actually we do. We have a villager transformation area that I never use. I've used this once, but I have holes up there. You drop in the zombie villagers and play with them and whatnot. Heading back out to the front of my house. I always miss this in my world tour, so I better go show it now. This is my main XP farm. This place is so old, but as you can see, I couldn't ever land on a design I wanted it to look like, you know? That made sense. But yeah, so it just stopped here one day, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of like it. It's just old and looks like it's been through a few different iterations, so quite simply, I just left it like this. Got an AFK room here. I come here and read Oliver Twist. It's a good book. While they spawn, drop there, throw a potion on them, and then we have my biggest chest room in this world, just full of armor. And you know what? This could be a source of lag too, but I feel like this doesn't render when I'm way at the surface, so. But yeah, every chest you see is full of something. I need to get a lot of clerics and just go trade this and get rich with emeralds, but I just haven't yet. Here's a little office. Stupid Enderman. But yeah, it just keeps winding around. As you can see, I eventually switched to barrels just in case. Didn't want too many chests. But this leads to a giant smelter because over time, I like to throw the pieces of armor and other things in this furnace to smelt down into nuggets. I just realized I was really close to my mic. I hope I wasn't blowing out the mic the whole time. I'm sorry. As you can see here, we have a little, what do you call these? It's just like a little area I can store animals. We got, oh, he don't have a name. Thought he had a name. We got Tina, Griffin, Super Carl. And then we got Pee-wee the bee up there. This is a banner of my world. This like signifies just exploration, like what's over that mountain. I just love it. Plus I love blue skies. Got an American flag the wrong way up there. I know it's the wrong way. Just didn't want to change it. You heard there, that's my doorbell. Over here, going off of this section of the house, we have the kitchen. And we have Blue and Bobby in here that still haven't ate their food. Probably because it looks like poop. We got a cabinet here with some meats. I'm drying my meats in there. We also just store food in here. I got food in here. We also have mushroom soups or beet soups. We got some fruits, whatever. This is just where I come to store all this. Oh, actually, you know what? To signify, I usually only eat these on special occasions, and this is a special occasion. We used to have a snowman here, and he made really good cookies. So those are the, he died though. His name is Derpy, so it is what it is. We also made this pink tree not too long ago, when obviously we got the new update. I think it looks really good out here. Just really brings a lot of color. Let's head over this way. This library has been through so much, but I don't want this apple. But I finally landed on a design I really like. We just recently changed it up again. So as you can see, I used to have barrels right here, and you'd have to open the barrel to see what was inside. But now I replaced it with a wood block with a sign, and then now with the new bookshelf systems, I know this is all unbreaking stuff. We got efficiency here. We got Riptide, Fortune. We We also have Miss Bravenbauer here. I have a lot of villagers and other things throughout my world. Iron golems, dogs, such as right here, I think, right? Durban? Is that Durban? Yeah. These are people who have donated. Well, I'll explain it later, but you guys may know. The people who donate over 50 in my world get their place on the chapel wall and a villager or creature in my world. But anyway, yeah. On the first floor, it's mainly for tools and other stuff. Up here is mainly for armor. This is the second floor. I just love the way this library turned out. It just looks huge and like full of knowledge. And yeah, so we also added a third floor. This actually got all deleted once because we had to revert back to a save because lots of issues happen in this world, but not much up here. Oh, this is where I store like Comet Question of the Day books, Miner's Tome. That's actually a book I wrote about different ways or knowledge about mining. I should probably mention as well, achievements cannot be earned in this world. I didn't realize it didn't work. Recently, we had to go to creative to fix our pots because when the update fully released, we lost every sherd we collected, and I wasn't going to let that slide. So I went into creative to give me my sherds back. And then I thought I fixed it by giving my achievements back by going into Minecraft editor, but it didn't work. So the world is still kind of broken, I guess. This used to be a place where I stored a creeper called the Glowing One. He was an enchanted or charged creeper. I think eventually he just despawned one day, and ever since then I started going to Peaceful pretty regularly. So just to help me with builds. I don't know. I'm not too mad about me. Oh, I forgot there's a new relic disc. We don't have all the CDs yet, but I have all of them except for that new relic one. Time to eat a cookie. Oh boy, my voice is already giving out. This ain't good. Let's go over this way. There's a random shelf. Always carry your water bucket. There's a random island there. I love putting maps all throughout my house of just random things I might have found, and I just thought that looked cool. There's a random island, random wool block placed there in Pocket Edition. Don't know why I don't pick it up. I could right now. I'm not going to. Here is the old Comet Question of the Day room before we had books and quills. As you can see, it's just simply comments that people asked, and then I would answer them right here. I had to take some down because I thought this caused a lot of lag, but I can't really tell anymore. Here's an old adventure planning room. I've never been in here since we made this, but as you can see, I used to track some adventures with maps. Like this, for example. I don't need this in here anymore, and I could take this for my own use. That too. Anyway, let's head over this way. This is another sky bridge that leads over to just a decorative part of the house. Got a little display here. I love doing these. Abandoned portal treasure. Found that recently, actually. A couple months ago. Oop. This is another problem I was having about those sherds. All of my sherds were deleted, so all of them were deleted off my pots too, so I got to go through and fix that. I used to have a dog named Blue, and a skeleton killed it in my cactus farm. And then I killed the skeleton and he dropped the bow. The audacity. So I kept it and hung it up on my wall. This leads up to a attic. Yeah. My, like, formaldehyde attic. Yeah. Yeah, don't really come up here, but it's here for when I want to. This leads over to the mansion. We'll check that out in a bit. Let's actually go out here. This is a pig farm underneath my house. I used to do this all the time. But, yeah. Just come here if I need some food. Oh, right above it. Man, there's just so much stuff. Here's a little painting area because this is my banner making room. Just got some banner stuff. Hang up the ones I've made. There's me, Slime Face, Enderman. What did I miss? We got Project Rainbow here. Quite self-explanatory. Just a place where I keep all of my sheep. I don't use this for my mass collection of wool anymore. This is just simply a small project I did back in like episode 20s of this world. Let's head over this way. Down there is a big man-made cave system. We'll go down there and check that out. It's actually my sewer hub. Here's a map display area. I kind of like how this looks. What else do we got? We got a massive custom tree here. Oh, we got to go up here too. Here's my diamond mine. I'll go show you that in a bit. But here's a giant room that's used for nothing. But yeah, here's the comet room. We run up here. This was called my war room. This was the dragon gear, wither gear. Last time I fought the wither, I died actually and lost everything. So that was the last. Wow, we haven't fought the wither in a while, and I've been needing beacons, so we're gonna have to do that soon. Yeah, that's that. This leads to the newest expansion of my house. So there's not really much up here right now, but I just really love the way it looks. So we got this, it's kind of like a storage collection area. So down here we just got a few nice areas, but up here, if you saw from the outside, we have like giant cranes on this section of the house, but I mainly put a lot of crates up here. So maybe we're hoisting stuff up from the diamond mine. I mainly use wood on all my roofs, as you can tell, but I used mud bricks on this, and I think it turned out fantastic. I mixed in some jungle wood too. Here's the new chicken farm with no chickens in it, or egg farm, I should say. Yeah, it's not really used anymore. Oh, by the way, there was a huge glitch in my world at one point where every double chest that was full up on stuff got rid of half of everything. So this for example, was full, but yeah, you can imagine how much that sucked, because I have a lot of double chests in this world that are full up. But luckily, things that, like the chests that weren't completely full, didn't lose half the stuff. So that was nice. Here's a workshop. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with this thing. It's been here for years. What do I do with this? I thought about making this my new workshop, like moving all my tools and stuff in here, but it's just out of the way from the house, so it just sits here. I sound depressed because I don't know what to do with it. Here's my first monument ever in my world. Got this for reaching 10,000 subscribers on that date. 7 years ago, yeah. Yeah. Over here we got a train station. I like this quite a bit. A lot of people says it looks out of place, but they got to realize back then I was just building things all over the place, so this doesn't really make much sense, but I like it. I've, over time, made it look like I just started storing stuff in here because I don't use this anymore. This is how you used to build that Nether reactor, by the way. So I made like a monument, kind of just showing it off. But this used to be able to take you to reset tracks. No, that's how you reset tracks. To the Mesa spawn area, factory, or Brew Lab underground base vault. Huh, what the? I don't remember putting that. But we'll go out there later. Let's head to this part of my house over here. I didn't really show this. This is my giant observatory. I just love space and everything about space, so I wanted it to look like I was studying it a bit. I could update this, and actually, I've made some really cool maps, so... Oh, that's what we need to do, guys, on the map art thing. We can make some, like, a planet on it. Yeah, we might have to do that. I like the way this looks. Oh, this is a good view. Got an old barn there, nothing in there. Oh, here's a tree. I dedicated this to reaching 200,000 subs and reaching 100 levels for the first time in that date. I'm about to reach 100 levels again. Yeah, we got a bee farm right here. As you can see, this is where I just simply... Where's Bubbles? Bubbles is in here somewhere. She's the queen bee. But this is where I come to obviously harvest this stuff. I want to make an automatic factory soon in the city, because the city is the next step in my world. Here we have basic little farms, as you can see, but the city is where I'm going to get heavily into like industrial builds that like mine this stuff on huge scales, so I can just get a lot of resources. I'm getting to that point in my world. I used to always hate that kind of stuff, but I need to keep moving on, you know? Got a big dead tree here with a beehive on it. A lot of bees live in that, actually. Here's another expansion of the house. This is the power section. So this kind of burnt down a bit. You're gonna have to ignore that. But I have an underground area that makes it look like a generator, sends power up to this and then transmits that to the rest of my house. Got some garbage pans here. I just like the whole look of this area. Over here we have an industrial furnace. This is really cool because I made it look like an old garage repurposed to store this. So, as you may know, you just put items in here, just smelt stuff really fast. Mainly come here to smelt all this. Oh, here's a big firewall. This is like, I placed this in a hurry a long time ago. I recently came through and damaged it up, but yeah, there's a forest fire way over here. And I was scared it was gonna travel across this tree line to my house. But yeah, let's head over here and jump down this hole. This leads to, like I said, the power section of my house. We have Mario here working on this damaged pipe. This is one of my subscribers who's donated. But yeah, as you can see, this is like my favorite generator design I have. We got lots of pipes and gauges in here, watching the levels. Got an Enderman. Iron Golem protecting Mario, but this is where I use this all the time. I was just down here today making potions. But yeah, come down here, flip some levers to make any potion you want, and then you can actually send it to the survival lab through a really cool and complicated system. Took me a bit to make, but yeah, really love it. walk through here. Just got a few different rooms just to travel through. And then eventually it leads over to my sewer section below my house, which has been through many different designs as well. As you can see, like this flat wall right here used to be the main map wall. I even have a projects wall up here. It's like covered up by vines now. Storage area there. Cactus collection there. As you can see, the floor used to be all around this height, and then I lowered it all to combine my sewer into here and make this look like the giant sewer hub, which I love. Oh man, I forgot all about that. We have so much to tour now. But yeah, there's quite a few things in here, as you can tell. This is a sewer that leads straight up to the mansion sewers. As you know, I like sewers. I am a slime after all, so that's why I really got into the sewer stuff. This is a skeleton XP farm. Don't really use this because it's garbage, but it's there if I wanted to. I have a better one in my lab. So yeah, let's head this way first because it's the oldest part. At one point in my YouTube career on this Let's Play, I wanted to build underground, so I expanded underground. We got a spiral door there, even a lock here if I really want to. I wanted this place to be all about security. Yeah, walk over this way. Even got a little secret room here. Don't know why, but it's there. This is like some really, just, I don't know, old design looking area. Like here's a fish tank before we had actual fish in the game. Display of ores. And this led into my big underground base that I thought I'd come to all the time. I actually used to have it to where you walk in here and the lights would slowly turn on one by one, but I took that out because mobs would spawn. But yeah, I absolutely do not come down here anymore. The last thing I had down here that I came here for was the vault, but we did relocate that. Even have a zombie spawner right there I could have used. Old project wall. This is Project Rebirth. Just don't touch it because I don't want it. This is like a time capsule in here now. Got like a wheat farm. This is where my second ever storage room was, but as you can see, I came through, got rid of all the chests just due to lag. Got a little enchantment set up there, but if we head down here, like I said, oh, can I do it? It's been a while. Yeah. But yeah, we used to have a passcode lock here. Doesn't work anymore. And this led to my old vault. I love storing my ore out in the open in this world. And this is where I kept my gold, iron, diamond, and yeah, emerald. Now it's just here as a relic. Over here is a subway system. It ended right here, but it continues over this way. I don't think I'm missing anything. Oh, no, we'll head back that way after. Over this way, we got a kitty box. That's where I used to breed my kitties. This is where I used to store witherheads. This is my first office ever. I love making offices in this world. I have lots of them, but this is my first official one ever. This is where I used to retire my tools when I didn't have lots of them. I can't believe I still have an ocelot in here. Here's a really, really old map of my house. Like this is, you have no idea how old this is. Probably like 2016. That's so cool to look at. Got an emergency escape in case a creeper comes in uninvited. Old stonecutter block right there. Love to see it. Only have a few of those in my world. And this leads to my abandoned subway. It's abandoned because I never did anything with it. So it's just here now. This is a staircase to get outside, but we're gonna go this way. Don't know why that banner turned orange, but it did. It's really strange. A lot of banner problems in my world. I don't know why that happens to me. Oh, there's another stonecutter. This over here, actually I can take this to get out of here. Well, maybe. That goes up to my house if I want a quick way up there. This is where you can put a beacon. But, oh yeah, the expansion of the house ruined this, so I can't really use this anymore. Here's my diamond mine, just a little view of it. Walking down this way, I'm still messing with this area. I'm still messing with the sewer, all of this. It's really difficult for me for some reason, but this is like a personal library I made. It's quite nice, I like it. But if we head out this way, what should we view next? I guess we should go down here first. I liked my sewer, but I still wasn't happy with it. I wanted more sewer, so we dug down even further. This leads down to the extension of the sewers. I want all my nasty goop and liquids to look like they just get poured down into the center of the earth. So we got a nice little sewer hub here with some blocked off areas I could expand to in the future, but it mainly heads down this way. We have a little maintenance closet here with some storage. Heading out this way leads into a T, and that leads nowhere. We could expand that way in the future if we wanted, but leads over here. We got a bunch of little runoffs. This actually leads to a slime. Actually, there's some slime in there. A slime spawner, and this thing actually works fantastically. I just made this temporarily while I was down here working just to get some slime, but it actually produces so much slime. It is nuts. Yeah, heading back out this way. If we walk down here, got clogs all over the place if you couldn't tell. Got slime gooping out there. Here, this leads into like a giant filtration area. I absolutely love this area. It just looks like a cesspool because that's basically what it is. Just all the slime. This is where everything converges. Creeper heads, mobs that I've killed probably. I want to put more down here. Actually, that's what I planned to do down here, but as I built this place, I slowly kind of changed my ideas. But this was going to lead into what you saw right there, but even bigger. I wanted this to be nasty down here and glowing green, which I'm still thinking I might want to do because I built this train down here and it just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? I mean, it looks cool, but I think I want to go back to my original idea and just have a giant sewer system that's just gross and toxic. So we spent all this time digging this out. This train is cool, but I'm gonna relocate it. I'm gonna pick all this up and actually turn this into the sewer I really wanted. What's in here? Storage. As you can see, there's no way up right here. I'm still trying to mess with all this because this is the first sewer I made here. This was my original sewer hub, this little thing. And then I'm trying to find a way to connect this to this, and it's just hard. Here's a freezer. Something I never use. I just wanted an area to store my meats out in the open, and I just thought this was cool, so it's here for that. All right, let's head to the ruins. This is very Skyrim inspired. I was actually playing Skyrim at the time, but I wanted to make some ancient ruins under my house, so that's what I did. I didn't start here. I ended up connecting it here, but this is the entrance. So we got some like serpent heads on the side, and it's all made out of black stone and deep slate. Here's like a grand hall. So basically what I'm making this place look like is I discovered it and I'm kind of not renovating it, but I'm just cleaning it up, making it my own. But I don't really do much down here, so it just stays as ruins. And it leads into this giant hall cavern that I love so much. And as you can see, we got some tombs laying around. I actually wanted to turn most of these tombs into donator tombs, but I didn't end up doing that. I have some way over that way. But as you can see here, we have a passcode lock. If I can remember how to get in here, that's not it. That is it. That opens up the secret door, and this is the test of greed. You can read this if you want, and it basically is a parkour thing that you have to get right. And if you do get it right, you get the strongest armor in my world. I have no mending gear in this world other than over there, and it has some really good enchantments on it. And, oh, can I do it? Okay. See, here's the thing. I made it. Here's the gear. Ancient wolf, that's what it is. But the hardest part is making it back. This is the jump I can never do. I can jump to this, but I can't jump to that. And I still haven't taken the tests yet. And I can only take the armor when I achieve the test without using rockets or elytras or anything. You know what? I might try that in the next episode that's not a world tour. Heading back this way, we got a staircase there. We got some like holes in the floor. This leads down to another expansion of the ancient ruins, which I don't really know. Oh yeah, I was making a library. That's right. Oh, still has looms in here. I need to come through here and place the new bookshelves. But yeah, that's where it ended over here. Come back to this staircase. This leads into a hallway. This is no, not the first one, but the first kind of like big tomb I made here. I really like how this turned out. Continue down the hallway, it leads to a staircase, turns this way to another staircase, and this leads to the first official area I made. This is right below the chapel, just like a tomb room holding 4 different tombs. That is how you get up to the chapel, but if we head this way, down these stairs, you can really get lost down here. That leads to another entrance. I'll show it first, why not? But this leads to, oh, I need to finish this. There's more serpent heads in here. It eventually leads to a staircase, and this leads out over here to another entrance on the surface. Historical excavation site, use caution. Ooh, I got a lot of stone out here. I could use that. But yes, continuing down this staircase, this leads to a giant room that took forever to clear out. But this is the massive tomb room, where it's just like an army of tombs. Maybe this is where the army lies. Who knows? Maybe they'll rise one day. But yeah, it leads over to this candle circle because at one point I did turn this into the donation area, but I didn't like how deep it was underground. My sword's about to break. Hope it don't break. But this is where I put or dedicate these massive tombs to people who have supported my channel on a large scale, especially Rift's Bedrock Adventure. He has a cool tomb here, made him look like he collects gold. We have Casey McClure over here. They obviously collected pots. We have Burger Man 1991, the one who helped me buy this new gaming PC. All of you helped me, but he has done a lot. We have an empty one here. I need to dedicate to that one soon. I actually have some more people to put down here. I'm going to make another one there, and this one is dedicated to Pathfinder MC, who really loved his iron armor. So you can see this place isn't finished yet. I need to run through with more blackstone, but blackstone is so difficult to gather for me. But it leads over here even more. This is my ancient prison. I kind of got inspired by the movie 300 a little bit, like the area where you kick people down. I was going to make this a hole all the way to level -60 with lava at the bottom. But yeah, as you can see, we got some hanging cages, and this is where I actually keep my ally. And this is actually one of my donators in this world. Their name is Caesar. So I feel like they don't belong down here. I need to actually use this ally for something, so I probably will soon. It feels wrong being trapped down here in this prison. But as you can see, this is where I ended it here. Some more jail cells. Coming back up to this tomb room. Got some small ones here. Could always turn that into something, but this leads up to the chapel, of course. If you're a normal watcher, you see this pretty much every episode. I come here because I get so many donations from you guys. So basically, all the book and quills are of every donation I receive, and then the ones on the walls are for the people who donate 50 and above, which is just absurd to think about. The white ones are 50, the yellow ones are like 100 and above. The blue ones, I think, are like 200 and above. And then the orange ones are 1,000 because Burger Man is an insane person. I mainly started this because I wanted to get help buying a new computer to make better videos for this channel. But at that time, my channel really started dying, and I just mainly turned it into just normal support for my channel. And then Burger Man came through and donated that on Christmas as a Christmas gift, which is just nuts. And then he donated that in March, and I used that to buy myself this new computer. And just all these people right here are just truly phenomenal people. They have helped me more than they realize. Basically, these people have kept this channel alive. And that is the chapel. Head over this way. I got like a path over here. This used to be a giant forest fire area. But as you can see, I was going to make a bamboo forest, but I failed miserably. I don't even want this here anymore. Do you know how much bamboo this is going to give me when I cut it down? But I have a new area where I want to make a bamboo forest, but I don't want to make it this thick. I don't know what I was thinking. I need to have like 1 to 2 gaps in between each bamboo because I want to be able to sprint through it. But this one is just a nightmare to walk through, and I don't like how thick it is. So this is not going to stay here, but it's nice to know I have lots of bamboo. Head back to the front of the house here. I'm probably going to miss a lot. It happens. Got a little rabbit farm here. That's kind of cute. I got like this little personal garden of mine in the front in this circle. Nothing, I just wanted some decorations out front. But this leads over to my graveyard because this is where I plant all the pets and like friends in this world that I've had over the years. We have not buried someone in a long time. And I think that's because I kind of stopped carrying pets with me because I mainly fly with elytras now. Pets can't really follow you when you're flying around, which kind of sucks, but I just need elytras in this world because we're building on every area of the map. It's just so easy to get there. But yeah, if you download this world, you can run through and check all the names. They got birth and death dates, basically. This is Pablo's tomb back here, my first dog in the world. Got a giant tomb for the 2019 beta disappearances, which was really sad. But anyway, did I cover the whole house? I don't think I did. If we go up to the very top here, this leads to an attic, actually. I use this as an actual attic, like unused maps, What else do we got? Christmas decorations, totems of undying for some reason, camping gear. Stopped going camping because every time I go on a camping trip, something dies. I used to have my portal up here too. Fly over here, we have another monument to my world. This is dedicated to 70,000 subscribers reached on that date. It's a lion. What do we got over here? Oh, we have another monument, which is this fountain. This is for 15,000 subscribers on that date. What do we got over here? Just some decorations. We got like, you know, a pumpkin farm, wood piles. This is my old iron farm. As you can see, there's still a bunch of villagers in there, but since the new villager updates and all that, this is a very outdated design and needs to be updated, but just haven't. Here's Lil Pete 2. This is where I come to get snow. Lil Pete 1 died. Sad. Here's a derpy mushroom. It's just a mushroom that's been blown up by creepers many times. Here's a little igloo dedicated to Jack Frost Minor. Wish he'd come back. I don't think he is, though. People ask me all the time. I don't talk to him, so I couldn't tell you. Over here we have a greenhouse. This greenhouse used to have a brother right here, but I took it down to get a better view of the mansion. Built it on those dates. But yeah, while we're here, we'll go ahead and run through the mansion real quick. This is basically an expansion of my house, but more of like the luxury side. If we head up here, so you can see, got like a creeper face, walk through the door. And I love how simple this is. I just got like a armor stand holding a stone pickaxe, just to signify Minecraft. I even have a trap here for Bob. One day I'll get him with that trap, one day. Over here to the right, we have a dining table with some cakes on it. I love my cake. Over here, don't have anything in here yet. Just a room ready to be used. This leads to my favorite room in the house. It's just a giant living room, basically. We got a bunch of barrels in the wall holding stuff. Got a few unique things in here. Got like a hidden thing in the couch. It's just like opens up a barrel. We have a Batman piano. This leads down to the black market. But if we head over this way, close the doors, we have, got that. We have one of my other offices, Mr. Dr. Professor Dallas's study with Timmy Tim Garden. But yeah, it's basically just an office for me to come and get some work done. Head down this way, we got a couple different rooms, mainly like storage for some weapons there, an unused room. This leads to my kitchen. I used to have a butler in here, but as you can see, it's just not safe for butlers. You can hear villagers, but that's from the black market down below. Go down this way, this leads to my cellar, where the doors are always broken. Oh, this is mob spawn heaven. Huh. But yeah, this is my wine cellar. This is, who sleeps down here, I wonder? Maybe Bob sneaks in, but you can come over here, flip that lever, and this leads to my torture dungeon. That's where the front door trap leads to when I want to just get revenge on someone one day. Go upstairs, we just have many different rooms. This one's not decorated, it has like mushroom walls. This one is. It's got just a few decorations and a big mirror stand. Run down this way, this leads to my master bedroom in the whole house. I used to have a cat in here named Garfield, and I just now realized I still don't have a grave for Garfield, so I need to do that. Walk over here, this leads to like an attic storage area above the office. Looks nice. This is an empty room, I believe. Yep. This is a little club hangout room with some whiskey and another empty room. Got lots of empty rooms in this world, but it happens. And this is that connecting hall. Wow, I still didn't finish that. That leads back to my normal house. But yeah, heading back out here towards this lion, we got like a little tractor carrying some pots. Why is that one? Oh, that's a clay block. Just different color. We have a barn here. This is where I store most of my horses, mules, or donkeys, and a bunch of nameless dogs. Got Butt. Say hi to Butt. We got Dob. Head out this way. We have a little potting garden where I make it look like I am making pots. And I made this way before we got these new pots. But yeah, I really like the way this looks. Just a nice little cozy area. Made this recently. This is just a water tower just to spice up the area a bit. And this leads into my flower fields. I didn't know what to do with this area, so I quite simply just planted a bunch of double tall flowers, which I really like the look of. And then over here, This is my Nether reactor disaster, so if you couldn't tell, that's how we used to build the Nether reactors, and I made it look like this one just imploded, and I escaped alive, luckily. This is Olaf's cave. Olaf is a creature that lives here. I haven't seen him in a while. I believe he's becoming more self-aware and getting out and exploring. I know what? He stole that diamond, but I'm leaving it. He can have it. Let's head over this way. This leads to my dock behind the mansion. We got a fishing hut here. Looks very out of place because it is. This was built a long time ago, but this is quite simply where I come to fish. Got a river treasure detector there. It's a nice fishing rod. Yeah, just hop out on the dock here, do some fishing. But yeah, I really like this dock. I used to have a Viking ship here, but it just seemed really out of place, so I destroyed it, put a bridge here, and yeah, we've got a portal being yanked out of the river here by this crane, which I think looks pretty cool. It's just like an old portal that I might have lost. Ah, see, it's so easy to forget something. Gotta head down into the black market below the mansion. This was mainly inspired by the railroad from Fallout 4. If you couldn't tell, if you've played that game and been down there, it's just like some sewers and some bricks. Isaac Wade! Isaac, do you still watch my videos? Comment below. I forgot I put some of you down here. Who's this one? Richard Garrison. Wow, I actually forgot I put people down here. Did I read? Oh yeah, this is Joseph Hartley. Nice to meet you. I've already met you, but nice to see you again. But yeah, this leads over to... This was inspired by Horson Jr.'s fighting arena in The Witcher 3. What? Why is that? I must have dropped water or something down here. But yeah, normally mobs are supposed to spawn back there and you just fight for your life. Someone perished here, as you can see. Yeah, leads around this way. Did I name you? Yeah, Tegan Anderson. How you doing, buddy? And that leads to the sewer systems. Don't really want to go down there. It's a long tunnel. But yeah, that's basically the quote-unquote black market. The diamond mine. Let's jump down here real quick and show you around. This is one of... Oh. What the... How did I... That has never happened in my life on here. Falling and hitting glass like that. But yeah, this was the original level. This is where I expanded first. What is it? Oh, yeah. So it's at level 7. That's how I messed up. I obviously stopped, as you can see. And then I decided to turn around and go in this direction at the proper level. This is all before Caves and Cliffs update. And we mined at level 11 here. I like to put dates on when I mine stuff. I just really like doing that. It's fun to look back. But, as you know, we got Caves and Cliffs update, so I expanded down. And luckily, since this is an old world, they made it to where they deleted bedrock. Well, some of it. As you can see, there's a bedrock chunk right there. And we luckily had a cave below all of my mine. So I continued the minecart system because I like mining with a minecart. We got like minecarts full of iron down here. We got some with amethyst right here because I luckily have an amethyst geode that's ready to be harvested, actually. But yeah, I'm still actually working on this because I want pipes to run all over the place. As you can see, I was messing with some right here and right here. But we have a crane system that leads even lower. I made a giant custom amethyst geode right here, which I think looks pretty cool. We're harvesting that and hauling it up. I got some more minecart stuff. But yeah, these caves down here are pretty expansive. Got a machine right here. Alright, well, I believe that has covered most of my house. Oh, no, not really. I haven't been up here. Oh yeah, I haven't showed you this. This is another level. This room doesn't have much purpose. It's just decorations, such as here. Stronghold finds I found in 2017. That's nuts. That leads up to the attic you saw. Oh yeah, there's a map of my space station. Oh, it needs to be updated. My space station is way bigger than that now. This leads over to my food storage. It's basically what it is. I have all kinds of stuff in here. Just cocoa beans, suspicious stews. That's where I store all those. That leads over to that top floor or second floor of the library. But that's basically going to be it for this part. I wanted to focus the first part on the house. Now, I think there's going to be 2 more parts. I'm going to try to make them around 40 to 50 minutes a piece. But basically, the next part, I'm going to be touring all of the things I've built in the lands around my house, far away, out there, you know, just like 100 blocks that way, things that are not around the house. And then the third part is going to focus on the lab in the city. So yeah, they'll be in the description or at the end of the video to click on if you want to go watch those. But thank you so much for watching the house tour. It's been fun. I'll see you in the next video. If you liked the video, like it for me. I'll appreciate that. Bye-bye.